Hi, this is Cheryl and welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to be creating a simple mushroom that a beginner can do. As you can see, I have my tops set on some red cathedral glass, which is very simple to cut, and I'm cutting out my tops. And this is going to be a time-lapse video for most part of it. If you stick with me, at the end I will give you some tips on adding jump rings to your sun catchers. So as you can see, we're cutting out all the tops in one section. I think I've got 6 of them. And we're doing this in an assembly line manner. So all you need to buy is 2 different types of glass. The top I'm using a red cathedral glass, and the bottoms I'm using a streaky mushroom colored glass for the stems. After cutting, I grind all the edges to make sure they're smooth and to the pattern lines. Excuse me. So this is a very simple pattern. Beginners can do this very easily. You can practice your glass cutting. They're simple cuts, and there's only 2 pieces to this sun catcher, and it's quite cute at the end. Clean everything off with a wet rag. Make sure all of the glass dust is off of the pieces, because I'm going to do the foil. Actually, no, I'm going to be doing some dots on my pieces. So I had 2 extra tops that I did that were, one is the same as the others. The other I did it a little differently, and I had a piece of glass left over, so I just drew out some random stems. So I have 2 mushrooms that are a little different than the others. Excuse me. Using the Pabio Vitrea 160 and a little liner brush, and I'm putting some dots on my mushroom tops. And I don't like the big dot on that one, so I clean it off and start over. So while the tops are baking, I'm foiling all of the stems. Can be done by hand. You don't have to have a foiling machine. Just make sure your glass is in the center of the foil. And now I'm going to do my mushroom tops. Super easy and fun to do. Burnish all your edges. Make sure your foiling is adhered to the glass well. morning. And my voice is not quite there yet. And cut off a little overlapping. Remember, your foiling is important for how your solder will turn out. To flux, now we're going to just tack them so that they are together. Solder your seam, and there's only one little seam there, so it's super simple for a beginner. Pin your edges. Edges, keeping your piece horizontal. And you're looking for a round bead on the edge to finish off your piece. So these pieces will be for sale on my website, as well as all of my other artworks, artbysherylyann.com. And if you're interested, I will also post up the pattern for a nominal fee, like $1. And that's just to help support my website costs. Now, I'm going to slow things down in a minute and explain to you what I'm doing with the jump rings. Okay, so here's my tin jump ring, and you'll see there's a split in the end in one side of it. You want to take the split end and put it underneath your piece. You want to cover that split end up with solder. So place your ring at the center of gravity of your piece. See, there's another one with the split in it, and I'm putting it just under my piece. add a little flux, trying not to move the solder, the jump ring, very gently. And then with some solder, you just want to tap the edge so the solder comes off your iron and flows onto the ring. And that's to hold it in place. Flip it over. A little bit of my table covering there stuck to it. So you want to solder the back, flux the back. And then you want to take your solder and your soldering iron, and you just want to tap it. Like, you don't want a lot of heat there because they could fall off if you heat it up too much. So you're just adding solder and you're covering the ring. The solder will hold the jump ring to the top of your piece. See? It just fell. So this is what can happen if you add too much heat to it. It can be a little tricky. So I just take a little bit of heat and readjust the jump ring. In some cases you may have to start all over again. And then you want to clean up your solder just by little taps of your iron to blend everything together. After you put the first 2 drops of solder on the front side, let that cool a little bit. That will help as well. So now you see this one's giving me some trouble and I have to start all over again. Too much heat and it falls off. So please like, share, and subscribe. Make some comments, and that will help with my algorithms, and more people will see the video. And thank you for watching my videos. And here you have it, these cute little mushrooms. And I'll be doing gnomes next. Thank you for watching.